Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching. Please, if you're watching through YouTube, you hit the subscribe button. If you're watching through Facebook, please hit the the button for like, the button for you can comment. Please send me your questions if you have questions. I know a lot of people always ask about questions. They send their questions to me. Please, if you have questions to ask about the interim government, or you have questions to ask about the show, please just send it to me. We're gonna answer your questions. On Friday, I'm gonna be live on ABS TV. So please, if you have questions, you can call. You can call me through the phone on ABS Live. So on Friday, so we're gonna have this show today mostly to talk about the outing of Comrade Chris. President Chris Ano went out on VOA, the Voice of America. So we want to bring some excerpt about his interview, and we're gonna share it with you guys to see how the interview went. Okay, it's about issues that but the the international community is very eager now to know about what's going on, and they are bringing up different ideas. So our job is to answer the questions, right? Yep. So we are gonna play so that you can listen and you can get your own feedbacks, okay, depending on what you think about it. Yep. So so please share as you watch. Share as you watch. You share as you watch. Okay. I want you to share as you watch so that you share. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching ID Mind Media, Radio and Television. We have our normal schedule today. So after the president speak, I'm gonna bring you the full analysis of what the president said, okay, on the interview, okay.
Good evening and welcome to Nightline Africa. We are coming to you live from the English to Africa service of the Voice of America. Thanks for joining us. I'm Peter Clote in Washington, D.C. In Cameroon, a separatist group is calling on the United States and the United Nations to put pressure on the government in Yaoundé to organize a so-called self-determination election. It will enable English-speaking areas to choose to remain part of the country or become an independent nation. The group, which calls itself the Federal Republic of Ambazonia, says several mediation efforts by the country's partners, including Canada, have not resolved the ongoing conflict. This after the group hired Joe Joe Slavic of Scribe Strategies and Advisors, a Washington-based lobby and public relations firm, to provide advisory services and outreach to U.S. government officials, businesses, and organizations. For reaction to the group's call for a self-determination vote and the latest political development in Cameroon, I reached Chris Anu. He is the leader of the Federal Republic of Ambazonia separatist group.
It's been a while that what we call La République du Cameroon pulled out of the Swiss peace process and pulled out of the Canadian peace initiative, and without any avenue for us to sit down at the negotiation table to talk, the option we have is take this to the United Nations and have the United Nations conduct a referendum in Ambazonia where the people can decide if they want to be a country on their own or they want to remain as part of La République du Cameroon. Of course, we knew we have to knock some doors. That is when the need for us to hire the lobby firm came about.
What does this do for what many of our supporters are saying, the struggle for independence? What does this mean for you? Because on the other hand, the government supporters are saying that this is a yet another move that shows that you are not interested in dialogue to resolve your concerns, but you want a separate country and creating chaos back home. Your response?
Well, that is absolutely baloney. Who doesn't want dialogue? I started this interview by talking about dialogue. The only country that doesn't want dialogue is La République du Cameroon. We waited with the Swiss for 3 years until they walked away. We went to Canada. We had pre-talks with them, seated on the table, and then only for them to go out and say they were never there. So, no, it is not about us not wanting dialogue. It is about La République du Cameroon objecting and walking away from every dialogue initiative. For your information, we have just now entered the 8th year of this war. And that country has not as much as considered any genuine dialogue that can sit down to address the root causes of the conflict.
Where are you getting the resources to fund this project with a lobbying firm in Washington, D.C. particularly? And supporters of the government are saying that here you are collecting money to undermine the cohesion and unity of Cameroon, and that you should be dismissed outright, and that you are one of the agents sowing divisions in the country and causing insecurity.
Well, war, part of war is propaganda, and I am not surprised with what will come from supporters of La République du Cameroon. What we know is that we are freedom fighters, and when you talk about money, that if we are still going on and on and on today, it is because Ambazonians, especially in the diaspora, they are hungry for freedom. They want their own country. They want to come out of the shackles that La République du Cameroon put on our hands for the last 61 years, and they continue to support every effort that we carry out, especially when it comes to this lobbying firm. They are supporting it. They are paying for it. And I bet you every day that Ambazonians in the diaspora see a positive step like this one, they rise to the task and they are ready to support it.
How long is the contract for, and where do you go from here?
We want the United Nations to come on board and say to La République du Cameroon, since you do not want to negotiate, to dialogue with Ambazonians, and since you say that Ambazonians are for one Cameroon, why not agree to a vote in Ambazonia, supervised by the United Nations, for Ambazonians to decide so that this conflict can be brought to an end easily. If tomorrow a referendum is held in Ambazonia and the people of Ambazonia say they want to remain with Cameroon, the conflict is over. The people of Ambazonia say they want their own free and independent state, the conflict is over, and they will stop killing people. So this is where we are headed to. And this is what we want to achieve with the use of our lobbying firm.
Chris Anu is the leader of the Federal Republic of Ambazonia separatist group. He spoke with me from Houston, Texas. In Cameroon, a separatist group is calling on the United
Okay, so that was the president in the interview with Voice of America (VOA). So you know the interview went well. You heard everything that the president made mention. It is very clear that the lobby firm is now internationally recognized. We have a project that we are planning to do with the lobby firm. You heard from the president, and some La Republique sympathizers are still thinking that we can still succumb to their plea, but it is very difficult because when we look back and we see where we have come, there's no turning back, no retreat, no surrender. So our people are ready for dialogue, negotiation, whatever name you want to call it. Okay, but if it leads to something that our people can decide on their own, a referendum, any kind of settlement, self-determination, that's okay for us. Okay, we want our people to have that choice. Okay, they should have a choice to make for themselves. Once they have that choice to make, good. Okay, we are looking at those issues because we want to make sure that we work on what we have at hand, right? La Republique is not trustworthy. When you have a very corrupt, a very cunning government that has not been so the issue now is about trust. We will not sit with La Republique when there is no international mediator. Okay, and once La Republique see that we want to have an international mediator, they run away. Why? Because they want to fraud. They want see what happened in the what they call Grand National Dialogue. What happened there? They took some CBDM members and went and be doing fake conferences there in Yaoundé and said that there is a dialogue. And what happened? It failed, right? That's why they are running all over the place now, helter skelter, trying to still bring people to come and talk negotiation. Any half-baked solution will not work. I still don't understand how these people are looking at this crisis. They are very comfortable seeing people falling, people dying. They are very comfortable. Whereas a peaceful settlement, this crisis would have ended. You hear what the president said, right? Once La Republique say, okay, they are okay with a United Nations supervised referendum, this crisis is over. This crisis will be over. But once La Republique think that they can win this thing militarily, more lives will go. There will be no end in sight for this conflict. Okay, and people will keep dying. And while nothing is going on, the international community will still be watching, right? But I want to understand this. We have so many conflicts across the world. And the little opportunities that we have to make use of them. Because countries are only coming to help. We should understand this. Countries are only coming to help us. They are not coming because it's an obligation for them. No. So any country, any diplomat, anybody that is coming to try to help us, we have to accept because you don't know who is sending them. You don't know how they are, how, you have to accept people coming to help us. The arrogance that some of us have, you cannot even go to people's offices and they welcome you because of the arrogance that you have. We have to know that we have fought this thing for 7 years, and imagine for those 7 years what happened within those 7 years. Nothing happened. The little stride that we're making, leaders were so adamant. They were saying no, they don't want to go to Swiss. If they bring even any country now, any leader that will not go there will be a big problem, because we have learned the lesson from the past. The opportunity that we have to go and discuss, leaders say no, they are not going there. Then which dialogue is coming now? Which negotiation is coming now? We don't have to look. Now we have a law firm. We have this lobby who's going to go lobby to these places. And you've seen the work already of this lobby. The few moves that the lobby has made, we have seen some green light. We have to make use of these opportunities, because once the international community is trying to resolve some issues, people say no, it's not my leader. I'm not going there. It's not this. It's not this. Then I think some of you like the way people are dying back home. Our people are dying back home. Every day you hear this one died, this one died. So the more we delay, the more people are dying, more lives are being lost. So we have to understand that the leaders that are really the stumbling block in this crisis are the ones that do not want to come together for a united voice. Because if we have a united voice, Ambazonians, we can sponsor any delegation who want to go to talk to any president now. We have a go ahead. We can meet any president, any ambassador now without any problem, because we have an official pass to do that now. So if we want to go and meet a president now, and we see these leaders, the way they behave, they'll say, okay, we have this project. Come, let's talk. No, I'm not coming. When do you think that it will be nice for you people to sit, draft, make like an annual plan? We want that kind of annual plan where we say, okay, this month, this is what we want to achieve. This month, this is what we want to achieve. You make it that way so that within that 1 year, I think we'll be doing more than what we are doing now. Because all this thing of Zoom meetings, Zoom, it doesn't work. We have to meet these people physically in audiences. Diplomats usually meet in audience. They meet the president, talk with these people now, because the Zoom meeting was just because of that COVID thing. But COVID has long gone, right? Now we have to meet the people, meet the president, meet the prime ministers, meet the ambassadors in all these countries. That is the work of a lobby. So leaders must understand, now it's not about ego. Now it's not about your groups. It's about the good for whole Amazonia. So if you have your group, keep your group aside. Keep your group aside. That has nothing to do. Except you don't want to work with the other leaders, good and fine. That's your business. But for the good of Amazonia, we want a strong force, united front, that will be going to visit, talk diplomatically, official visit. That is what the United States has granted us, that we cannot operate in Cameroon. We cannot operate in Amazonia now. But the United States has given us a platform that we can operate. We can do our activities, okay, But because we are monitored, we have to stay within the laws of the United States. That is good. So any leader that is here, why not have a meeting and make some plan and let's start the work? There's no time. We are still to be recognized. And because of the lazy nature of some of these leaders, this thing can take like 50 years. 50 years, and that's true. We would have reached a milestone by now. I remember when some of the senators and all those people were saying, the American senators, they were saying they didn't even know who is a foreign minister. During the time of Seseko and Sako, they did not even know who the foreign minister is. And we are in America. Those people in the foreign ministry need to meet these people. Okay. If you have those delegations, they can meet these ambassadors, meet these people and talk. That is what makes us okay. We cannot have this law firm. We are paying them, but we are not using them. It doesn't make sense. It's a monthly pay that you pay them, but you have to make sure that you use them the way that that's their job. In short, that's their job. So you have to give them something to do. We have to give them something to do. We cannot just leave them there and they need to do something. Yeah, they need to work. That's all we need. So what we are saying is that we want to let our people know, okay, that we have projects ahead, and we want you to understand that in case of a referendum, everybody is going to come down. All the diaspora, if you want to vote, you have to go down to. By then, we have the United Nations peacekeepers, we have the supervisors for the election. So that is the plan. If there's any other plan, except we don't know, but La Republic does not want to commit, so we cannot force them. Okay, we cannot force La Republic. There's no way. So the only way La Republic want now is just this aspect of trying to dodge from talks, trying to do this, dodge this. But at the end of the day, are they helping the situation? No. Okay, they are just going backward, trying to hide from the truth. Yeah, that's what they are doing, and it will not work like that. Okay, all parties must come together. We have a strong voice, okay. Yes, that's something that we need now. Okay, yes, we need that. Okay. Now, this is what I want to talk about this issue. It is very, very sad that we have this kind of issue that some of our people don't understand, that when you have a crisis, right, and you do things without consultation, you do things by yourself, you don't even consult other leaders, you don't consult other groups, you go ahead and do things by yourself, and you want the people to approve it. It doesn't work like that, right? This is Amnesty International already reporting the death of the 2 Guzan citizens. That's what he's saying here now. The Amnesty International has called on the government of Cameroon to investigate, okay, the Guzan killing and bring perpetrators to face the justice system. Okay, that's it. So why am I bringing this? I'm bringing this because I want you people to understand that anything we do, you can think that the international community is not watching, right? But what just happened now is that's to tell you that whatever you do is being monitored. When the ADF and AGOF-C Ayaba, they claim responsibility for the killing of these two guys, they call them Blackleg, there was some voices around saying that those guys were not even Blackleg. They were the guys that do not want to pay their taxes that Ayaba is asking from them. We have made it clear that the interim government is not in favor of taxing our people at this particular juncture. The diasporans are doing their best, as seen from the beginning of this struggle, to finance whatever they can finance, to send to the farmers, to send to the refugees, send to the prisoners of conscience. The diasporans, that's the work of the diasporans. The people back home don't have the means to do these things at this time. Okay. You can, yeah, we know that taxing is good, right? But these guys, they go and do a lot of criminality, and it backfires. Like this one, you see, Amnesty International. We have had several incidences of ADF, AGOF-C going around doing atrocities. If they can do this to soldiers, it's a war. Okay, legally speaking, the law states that during war, if you kill soldiers, it doesn't matter. But when you kill, these to civilians, that's the problem. Okay. You know how La Republic does their thing, right? They kill civilians, but they go and put like maybe a gun on the person's body to think, let them say it's Amber Boys. They are wise enough to do that because they know that if it's civilian, it will cause alarm. So even if they kill civilian, they go and put a gun on their body and snap it, so that the international community will be confused. But this one is a live killing. This one is like you are putting the whole world on alert. Okay, you are not solving the problem. You are aggravating the problem. The win that we have, the diplomatic win that we have, can be destroyed by just this one act like this. That's how these people are. Yeah. Sorry for my French. They are white people. That's how they are. So they will trust you one time, but they can just forget about you, and you're like, is this not this person I was talking to? Was this not my friend? So we are telling these people that the way you do things, know that people watch. Okay. The ADF has committed a lot of atrocities that we are asking that we have targets, we have all those things that you can do. Why is it that ADF like to instead make the put all their strength on civilians? The military barracks are there, the military camps are there. Go there and fight the war. This is a war. This is not about civilians. Allow the civilians alone. Allow civilians alone. Civilians, this is not. You should not put your financial burden on the civilians. This thing of taxes is what has caused a lot of ransom taking, because it is not harmonized. You cannot have a tax system. You don't even work with the other group and the interim government to see how we can synergize something and see which form of taxation can work if you want to go for that way, right? We have so many companies. We have La Republic companies, we have French companies that we can tax. We have different businesses. But when you don't have a mechanism to put in place, it's very difficult to tax people like that. Very difficult. And that is where fraud comes in. That is where fraud comes in. When you have that opportunity to be in that kind of situation, then but we are freedom fighters. Freedom fighters never back down. So no matter what happens, even though Amnesty International came in for this one, we know that the last report of Amnesty was not good. There was a lot of misguided information there. So we are pleading to Amnesty, okay, to know the difference between these atrocities caused by La Republic and the ones that are mistakenly caused by some rogue soldiers, okay. We are going to make sure that this incident is being investigated, and so that we clear the air in the diplomatic realm. We don't want to soil our images even before we start asking for help. Who can help you when they know that you are going about doing this thing to people? Nobody can help you. And that's when, why you be losing. You apply this one, you send this one, nobody is responding. You don't know why. When they lost trust, it's very difficult to regain that trust. So please, we're going to investigate it. We'll call on ADF, AGOV-C to investigate it so that they can, because now the Amnesty is asking by the La Republic to come around to investigate it. And you know how biased La Republic is. What they'll write, oh my God, it will be like 10 pages. Yes. So we're only asking you guys, please, ADF, AGOV-C, refrain from targeting civilians, please. We have seen this time and again. That thing of taxation, please halt that activity, because you go to small area, maybe around Guzang, can be asking people tax. We are 8 million Ambazonians. We have so many people in the jail. We have so many people in the refugee camp. You know, we want you people to understand that you playing that role does not help the struggle, does not help your group, does not help even you people. Because there can be signs. Once Amnesty International start doing this, don't be surprised that they involve the Interpol. They can involve the Interpol, International Police, in this thing. And all the ADF and SDF leaders can be arrested. You don't know. So please, let's avoid sending these youths to go and do atrocities. Okay. Let's not give them that opportunity. These atrocities affect our system. That's why you see Amnesty International can come and be talking this thing now. It's because of this is just to tell you, like I said, that they are watching what we are doing. So when somebody say, no be La Republic. I saw one lady, she was like, oh, La Republic too is killing her, so we too have the right to kill. No two things make right. You cannot have two wrong and say it's right. It's not right. It's not right. Okay? We need to have you want equity. You are all these 7 years we are crying for justice, but you don't want justice for your own people back home. It doesn't work like that. Okay? Let's have this musical break. I'll be coming back. Okay?
talking a lot of information. They're talking a lot of information.
Look at it. Oh! Generation of the Blaster Unity Warriors. One generation of the Blaster Unity Warriors. Oh, thank you, Papa. God bless me. Wow, 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 wow. Unity is a great. Yeah. That is unity.
It's so wonderful here to be the first president of our
That was 1st of October, as you can see. So, 1st of October, the women are dancing and celebrating.
Commander Assurance of the Blaster Unity Warrior. Commander Assurance of the Blaster Unity Warrior giving a gift. Yeah, the chair lady of Akimo Women's Affair. The chair lady. Yes, the chair lady is around giving award. Yes, awarding our people. Awarding our fellow women. Yes. These are the women of Aquia North under Major General Omega, the General of the Blaster Unity Warrior, Aquia North Manu. Yes. Wow. Wow. Yeah, thank you. Yes, thank you.
Any of the four women groups should get ready.
So, ladies and gentlemen, those were our ladies. You saw that was some excerpt from the 1st of October, and we are very grateful with the women, the work of the women, the work that the women are doing, and I want us to understand that along this struggle we have a lot of devoted members, okay, but when we have issues, we can resolve them among ourselves, okay? No issue is that difficult for us to solve. So please, let's learn how to work as one. Let's work things out. We have had a lot of setback because of that idea of that notion of it's me, it must be me before things move, it must be me, all this. So please, let's change that mentality and work as a team, okay? Thank you very much. And but before I go, let me end by this. La République don't have money anymore. They cannot pay their teachers. They can, teachers have been, imagine teachers have gone for how many months without salary. That is a country that people still believe in. A country that there is no money in the coffers. You saw the strike action. What did they do to the strike, to the teachers that were striking? Theirs was even better. The public teachers that were striking there, they always spray them this cannon thing there, and those are the things that make people blind. That cannon water and all those things, pepper spray and all those things. But remember, what started this struggle? You forgot? It was the treatment of the lawyers and teachers that started this struggle. It's a sign to that government that something is coming their way. The same way La République ignore our teachers and lawyers is the same way they are doing to those people, their own teachers there. The teacher just started a strike. So La République should be careful, because that little thing that little garden that you are doing like that, you will see how it will start to something else. That's just a start. A government that cannot resolve even the little problem, all they know is only to squeeze the little one from the citizen. Then they want to use it to go and be fighting war. All the resources of that country, is in the hands of military, police, gendarme. That's it. Because they want to keep those people in bond. Their salary now is skyrocketing. They are paying them very high salaries. Teachers cannot even make up to 100,000. But see how they are maltreating them, still owing their salary. Go and check the salary of a gendarme or a police. It's like 3 times the salary of teachers. But the teachers are the one teaching your children, staying with your children all day, everything. We have like this basketball player, the Cameroon basketball player called Jouer Mbip. He has refused to go and play with Cameroon team. He says he's playing with America, Team USA. These people don't understand that this thing that they are doing. See someone like Samuel Etofis, who gave his all. He has sacrificed, done all kinds of things to this country, to their country. But of recent now, they don't want him. They are blasting Samuel Etofis, coach that man. I look and say, where? This country, I don't know if not the character of the people or not the character of the government. You go work so hard for these people. That look, when we be the tail put and say, these people, this government, never use sacrifice for them. Never. They will use way once the time reach, they will just push you so. Nothing way will be tell them say, all this black leg, you call yourself black leg, I'm a proud black leg, I'm a proud black leg. How much have that people giving you? How much? If they give you money, not dirty money. Not dirty money. Because they give you so they're a spoiler. Most of our people for these 7 years, think of it, most of our people have passed away prematurely. They don't care. It's just like in America, they say Black Lives Matter, White Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. Look, if you know that they don't like you somewhere or you are not recognized somewhere, don't force yourself. Don't. The time will come when they will know the importance of Amazonians. Okay? Just like now, right? The Americans have known the importance of blacks now. They don't play with black people anymore. They don't play with black people in America anymore. Yes. We of African, we are a little bit different. We can smile sometimes, we can laugh with them. But African Americans, oh my God, they are different. They are different. So they just think of what that's thing when they were doing this right and all those things. When they think of those things, oh my God. Sometimes they even accuse us that we were the one that sold their forefathers for slavery. I said, man, we were not even there by then, right? You cannot accuse us for what we were not even born when slavery was there. They're accusing us. They say our father were very selfish. Anyway, that's just, but I want to remind you of that. La Republic will know our importance. Some of them already know now. They don't play with, that's what I heard. One of my friends in Yaoundé told me that now if they hear Ambazonia, hey, everybody is shifting. Because we have proven that we are not second-class citizens. We are not second-class citizens. We are self-defense. We are freedom fighters. And freedom fighters don't back down until they achieve what they want. So whatever La Republic want to do, whatever they want to do, fine and good. But our resolve is to restore that recognition that we have for our statehood. Okay, that is what we want, and it can take 10 years. That's why I'm telling these leaders, use the little opportunity you have. because this opportunity come but once. You know what President Kombaraga said? Opportunity come but once in this world. Aye. Opportunity come but once. So make use of this opportunity before it's too late. Because most of our people don't know that the international community, they have so many conflicts. And you think that it's only a conflict that is there. No. Okay. So many conflicts are there. So you don't expect that they'll only be thinking of Amazonia. No. You don't forget, you have Syria. You have the other, not only you. So don't expect that it's only you that people will think about, right? Yeah, you have other crises too. So please use the little opportunity you have so that you can, okay? But that's it, because so just take it with that, okay? We are looking towards a United Nations supervised referendum, okay? If La Republic want to do that, that's a problem. But once the international community say, okay, enough is enough, that's it. So we are still hoping for that. Hopefully they will press La Republic through sanctions. You know, currently La Republic has about 2 sanctions, I think so. The one of the visa ban. It means that most of those La Republic government officials cannot come to America. Yes, they have visa ban on their head. Okay. The other ban is the AGOA. We know the AGOA. We know of the American military sanction too, right? Yes, America cut the military ties, President Trump. So we are looking more on that. Then on the other side now, we have different resolutions that have been done by we know of the EU, the Senate, the House of Rep, then the recent TPS. So we have to see the gains, how we are gaining from both ends, and how we can use that opportunities, because we are very lucky. You know, there are countries that fought for many years, they never reached where we are today. Never. So please, let's take it serious. Okay, let's make sure that we have those things ready so that we can overcome this difficulty that we have for now. And I know we are going to make it. Yes, no matter how hard it is, we are going to make it. Okay. I want to play this president's remark. Then an interview one more time, so that those people who do not hear should listen to the interview on VOA, Voice of America. Okay.
Good evening and welcome to Nightline Africa. We are coming to you live from the English to Africa service of the Voice of America. Thanks for joining us. I'm Peter Clote in Washington, D.C. In Cameroon, a separatist group is calling on the United States and the United Nations to put pressure on the government in Yaoundé to organize a so-called self-determination election. It will enable English-speaking areas to choose to remain part of the country or become an independent nation. The group, which calls itself the Federal Republic of Amazonia, says several mediation efforts by the country's partners, including Canada, have not resolved the ongoing conflict. This after the group hired Joe Joe Slavic of Scribe Strategies and Advices, a Washington-based lobby and public relations firm, to provide advisory services and outreach to U.S. government officials, businesses, and organizations. For reaction to the group's call for a self-determination vote and the latest political development in Cameroon, I reached Chris Anu. He is the leader of the Federal Republic of Ambazonia separatist group.
It's been a while that what we call La République du Cameroon pulled out of the Swiss peace process and pulled out of the Canadian peace initiative, and without any avenue for us to sit down at the negotiation table to talk, the option we have is take this to the United Nations and have the United Nations conduct a referendum in Ambazonia where the people can decide if they want to be a country on their own or they want to remain as part of La République du Cameroon. Of course, we knew we have to knock some doors. That is when the need for us to hire the lobby firm came about.
What does this do for what many of our supporters are saying, the struggle for independence? What does this mean for you? Because on the other hand, the government supporters are saying that this is a yet another move that shows that you are not interested in dialogue to resolve your concerns, but you want a separate country and creating chaos back home. Your response?
Well, that is absolutely baloney. Who doesn't want dialogue? I started this interview by talking about dialogue. The only country that doesn't want dialogue is La République du Cameroon. We waited with the Swiss for 3 years until they walked away. We went to Canada, we had pre-talks with them, seated on the table, and then only for them to go out and say they were never there. So, no, it is not about us not wanting dialogue. It is about La République du Cameroon objecting and walking away from every dialogue initiative. For your information, we have just now entered the 8th year of this war. And that country has not as much as considered any genuine dialogue that can sit down to address the root causes of the conflict.
Where are you getting the resources to fund this project with a lobbying firm in Washington, D.C. particularly? And supporters of the government are saying that here you are collecting money to undermine the cohesion and unity of Cameroon, and that it should be dismissed outright, and that you are one of the agents sowing divisions in the country and causing insecurity.
Well, war. Part of war is propaganda, and I am not surprised with what will come from supporters of La République du Cameroon. What we know is that we are freedom fighters, and when you talk about money, that if we are still going on and on and on today, it is because Ambazonians, especially in the diaspora, they are hungry for freedom. They want their own country. They want to come out of the shackles that La République du Cameroon put on our hands for the last 61 years, and they continue to support every effort that we carry out, especially when it comes to this lobbying firm. They are supporting it. They are paying for it. And I bet you every day that Ambazonians in the diaspora see a positive step like this one, they rise to the task and they are ready to support it.
How long is the contract for, and where do you go from here?
We want the United Nations to come on board and say to La République du Cameroon, since you do not want to negotiate, to dialogue with Ambazonians, and since you say that Ambazonians are for one Cameroon, why not agree to a vote in Ambazonia, supervised by the United Nations, for Ambazonians to decide so that this conflict can be brought to an end easily? If tomorrow a referendum is held in Ambazonia and the people of Ambazonia say they want to remain with Cameroon, the conflict is over. The people of Ambazonia say they want their own free and independent state. The conflict is over, and people and the
that was Comrade Chris on so let me put in some one of our brother who mentioned about this thing. I want to bring him on.
Dr. Chwayoba can rant all he wants. If he does not control Efang, it's not going to work. And I can guarantee you guys today, if Efang takes one more person from that area, who will come in and take other people too from that area, it's going to be just the type of things that we wanted to avoid. Because I'm looking at it like he does not understand. He does not read the times. The times have changed. The times have changed. So he can go around thinking that he's the only one who is well equipped. He's the only soldier on the ground. He's the only one. Where? Where does he want us to meet him? I mean, I don't understand this. All these threats he's making is rubbish. Him and Anu and the rest, they have their thing going on. They have their little games they are playing. But some of us are saying, no, gentlemen, we are not into games. Life has no carbon copy. You can't go ahead and be kidnapping people here and there all the time. But just so you guys understand very well, if Efang comes again into our area and takes somebody, we'll go in and take somebody too from their area. And that's how it's going to be. So if you guys want to make it an tribal war or whatever thing, we're willing, we're ready for it. But we're not going to back down. Okay? He can rant all he wants. He can say whatever thing he wants. The request is simple. Tell Efang to stop marauding those villages. He wants to fight with La République. That is fine. Who is refusing? Nobody's refusing him from fighting. Nobody has said Efang should die because he's fighting La République. No. But stop going to kidnap the people and asking for ransom all the time. He says they are blacklegs. That's rubbish. Those are not blacklegs people he's been taking. Those are not blacklegs. He's lying. So you guys better stop that, or you're turning the struggle into something else. Dr. Chwayoba can rant all he wants. If he does not control Efang, it's not going to work. And I can guarantee you guys today, if Efang takes one more person from that area, who will come in and take other people too from that area, it's going to be just the type of things that we wanted to.
So most of the atrocities caused by ADF, AGOVC, These are people who are complaining now about those atrocities. Okay, you go to an area, you attack people, you collect their monies, collect. It doesn't tell well for us. It doesn't. Yeah.
This old guy called Grand Flanking. You think that when you make your audio, it is not recorded? We record it and we keep it, and you will account when Ambazina is free. So don't think that there is one day that you will say, "Oh, somebody's so frankly, or somebody's audio is recorded." Yours is in the archives as somebody as an enabler, somebody who is defending the enemy. Yes. You cannot even say why the enemy breaks into hospitals and take out patients and kill them. You don't say anything, you laugh. You cannot even say why enemies through your own brothers collaborate to go show where your own brothers are. They are taking
So those are our people who are complaining about the atrocities of ADF. Okay, sometimes when you have done so bad, so much so bad, and people start complaining, there will be a time when the people will rise against you, right? That's what we are telling the ADF, egg of sea people, that don't think that the people don't know that you guys be very careful how you treat our people. Be very careful, because they know they are not fools. You know, they are not fools. Don't treat them like we are running from a system that is bad, right? Don't put them under that system where So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Thank you very much. Today, it's a good day. Tomorrow we're gonna come on. Please don't forget to share. We're gonna bring more stuff tomorrow. Okay. Thank you for watching, and God bless you, and stay in the hands of God. Okay. Stay out of trouble. Stay out of trouble. Don't get into trouble. Okay. Thank you for watching, and